All right, welcome to this explainer on Theodore Roosevelt. Today, we're looking at a man who literally used sheer willpower to transform himself. I mean, he went from a sickly, bedridden child into an absolute titan of American history. We're going to take our time today and explore how he reshaped not just himself, but the entire modern presidency. So, born frail and severely asthmatic, doctors actually feared young Teddy might not even survive to adulthood. But his father challenged him. He told him he had to make his body. And Teddy took this exact advice to heart, beginning a lifelong, incredibly rigorous commitment to boxing and outdoor adventure. He quite literally willed himself into physical strength. But, all that physical strength couldn't protect him from unimaginable heartbreak. On a single devastating day in 1884, sudden tragedy struck. He lost his wife, Alice, shortly after childbirth, and on that exact same day, he lost his mother to typhoid fever. Devastated, he wrote just one agonizing sentence in his diary: "The light has gone out of my life." Needing to escape, Roosevelt retreated way out west to the harsh Dakota Badlands. And out there, he completely reinvented himself as a rugged frontier rancher, forging a deep resilience that would permanently shape his character going forward. Eventually, that hardened cowboy returned east, and it sparked a truly meteoric political rise. He fought corruption as New York City's police commissioner. He showed legendary bravery leading the Rough Riders in Cuba, became governor of New York, and then, by 1901, vice president. Then, history took a really sharp turn. Following the tragic assassination of President William McKinley in September 1901, Roosevelt suddenly found himself being sworn in as president. At just 42 years old, he became, and actually remains, the youngest person ever to assume the presidency. Bringing his frontier sense of fairness straight to the White House, he introduced his core domestic philosophy, the square deal. He firmly believed that the government must actively step in to protect ordinary citizens. He really focused on ensuring fair business practices, consumer protection, and conserving natural resources for everyone. Now, he definitely earned a fierce reputation as the trust buster. But here's the thing, he wasn't blindly anti-business, not at all. He simply wielded federal law like a hammer against harmful monopolies that abuse their power, while totally accepting large corporations as long as they were strictly regulated to serve the public interest. He fundamentally expanded the power of the presidency to champion the everyday citizen. For example, he personally intervened in a 1902 national coal strike to avert a major crisis, and he pushed through sweeping consumer protections, demanding safe meat production and honest medicine labeling, which completely transformed public health in America. Abroad, his famous mantra, "Speak softly and carry a big stick," really guided his foreign policy. He believed diplomacy only worked if it was backed by credible military might. This philosophy allowed him to spearhead the building of the Panama Canal and, maybe surprisingly for such a fighter, become the very first American to win a Nobel Peace Prize. But his greatest legacy? Well, that can be measured in a truly staggering number: 230 million. That's the massive acreage of public land he protected for future generations. He single-handedly laid the foundational groundwork for the modern U.S. national park and forest systems. And even after leaving office in 1909, his relentless energy just never faded. He led massive scientific expeditions across East Africa, survived a deadly, fever-ridden journey into the Amazon rainforest, and authored over 35 books. And get this, when he ran for president again in 1912, he was actually shot in the chest on the campaign trail. Astounding everyone, he proceeded to deliver a 90-minute speech right then and there before even seeking medical attention. Just incredible. As we wrap up this explainer, we want to leave you with a final thought to ponder. Does modern leadership demand the same level of personal resilience, public accountability, and active defense of the natural world that Theodore Roosevelt championed? It's really worth considering how today's leaders stack up against his relentless, lifelong drive for the public good. Thanks so much for joining us.